So I was saying, I went to the Med Daily courthouse to file a harassment. I was filing for harassment, and when I had filled out a fee waiver for my lawsuit, so the state could pay for it again, um, I went to this office on the this office where you ask for a fee waiver is on the 20th floor. It's on the 20th floor in the Med Daily Center. So I went in there, and they was already saying, why you going back to this place for when they robbed you from your first lawsuit against Willie Wilson that the state paid for, and everybody that I had went in there and filed my first complaint against. I found my they was still in the office, and they was looking at me, laughing like the state, like there ain't nobody took care of us yet. So, and you back, and looking like, we can do whatever we want. So, it's a young female probably. She came out. It was at first it was it was an Arabic man. It was a Arabian man. He was the first person. He knocked that out. So it was a white girl, two black females, and there's somebody in the office in the back, and then it's a courthouse on the side. It's the courtroom on the side. So it's a white lady had came out, and she had said that they said that she thought that I was coming to talk about the papers that someone had came in previously and said that my social security was theirs. And she had came out, and she said some woman had came. She was trying to ask me, was I coming for her? And she was like, she said that some woman came in here, and she had filed your name, and she said that the social security hers. And then I was like, um, who? I was asking who did it, and she was like, some woman. A woman came in and did it. I asked if she came to this building. She said, yeah. I was like, she came here in this room? She said, yeah. And she had and I was like, no, that's not true. I said, that's why I came here to file a harassment complaint against this person, because they using my social. They trying to steal my social security. And I had said that I was like, I was trying to file it. I was asking, do they know what's her name? Do they know? I was like, is this the person that tried to do it? She said no, and I asked her, do they know her name? She didn't give me the person's name, and I said, I asked her, was this the person I'm suing? She said, she don't know. And so I was like, well, I was trying to come file a harassment complaint, and I want to take that paper with me about what I'm talking, because this is the stuff that I'm talking about. And she said, okay. She had to give it to me. She was like, okay, I'll give it to you. And she gave it to me, and I was looking on the wall with Patrick Sherlock, and the only Patrick I synced up there was Patrick Stanton. And I was like, so he must have changed his name from everything that happened with social distancing and everything else, and he just want to change his name to go on a run, So I had took the paper and I was like, I want a fee waiver. And I was like, can I get a fee waiver? And they was like, well, you, in order for us to give you a fee waiver, you gotta prove that you get income. So she was like, you gotta come back and provide us proof. So I went there, and now when I went there, they had I showed her the proof, gave her the paper, and then they emailed me back and said that my case was they threw out my case, and they had they took the court money. They took the money that I filed for, and now everything that they had did, during the time that they've been robbed and everything, they got to a point where they can get acquainted into it. They was being acquainted into how they was stealing everybody's Social Security and what they was trying to do. So now they're trying to block me from going to court. I get a letter, and I get a spam phone call. It wasn't a spam phone call, but it was a public service phone call, and it was telling me because they watching me, they spying on me, making up plans how they're trying to break into the Social Security Board. So I was saying to myself, well, if I win my lawsuit, then I won't have to be. This is what I was saying to myself. It was just a single thought. I was saying that I don't have to, because I always gotta wait. You know what I'm saying? Till I get paid. A long time. And then I was thinking like, man, once I get paid, I don't have to wait no more. I was like, I won't be on. And they was scared of that. They took that as a threat. It wasn't even a threat at all. All I said was, once I get paid at my lawsuit, I won't have to be sitting around, waiting, for one check. See what I'm saying? And they had heard that because they harassed me, and they was like, yeah, you know what? That's right. Let's go ahead and start paying him. And so when he do go to court, we won't have to go to court with him. So that's what they tried to do this month. They tried to stop me from getting paid. They start switching things around. So all this stuff is really going into investigation into how they're trying to rob me and trying to murder me for what had happened with this Warren Chirac stuff, and everybody trying to murder me, for rapists, for people that's rapists and pedophile. I mean, I went to a professional courthouse, professional building downtown Chicago, Illinois, and this guy don't want me to open the door for Barack Obama, so he pushed me out of the way and gave everything to Barack Obama instead of me. And he's trying to steal my Social Security. I'm talking about Patrick Stanton. Barack Obama gave him everything so he can look out for the dude that I'm suing.